Hey guys, Dan here. Just letting you know that I do reactions every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I also do live streams on YouTube and Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. All my socials will be linked down below, and if you really want to help out the channel, there will also be a link to my Patreon. It's not much right now, but it's a start. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and now onto the video. Have a good day. Hey guys, Dan here and welcome back to another video and another reaction. And today we're going to be reacting to ranking every pyro weapon in MvM. This is a video made by TF2, and if you want, you can check out the original video linked down to the description and give Weezy a like, I'm sure he deserves it. And guys, Pyro. Pyro in MvM is a class that I never got around to play, except when it was time to destroy tanks. So, for my pick, I think that maybe... I think that for the first weapon that will be on top, it will be probably the Flog. The second one, no doubt, it will be the Gas Passer. And the third weapon, the melee one, let's see. Oh, I think it's the one that makes the Pyro run faster when he's holding the weapon. I don't remember the name, but I don't think it was the Extinguisher. But I'll tell you when I see it. But guys, just a little heads up is that I am doing reactions this week without putting the videos on Premiere. It's a little test that I want to do to my videos. So please tell me in the comments what you think of this, if you prefer the premieres or if you prefer the videos without premieres. And if you can, please be sure to give a like to this video, subscribe. This is the second video coming out today. I do reactions as in every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and live streams every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, as you guys saw in the little intro. Also, we got a new intro for the channel, so if you guys can, please also let me know about that, what do you guys think. Thank you so much for all the support, and now, without further ado, let's go.
What are Pyro's best and worst weapons in MvM? That's right, gentlemen, today we're back and covering MvM's hardest class for new players to not insta-lock every single goddamn mission. You know the rules by now. This is a 2 cities MvM tier list. It's made under the perspective of a solo queuing player, and each weapon is ranked based on the respective weapon slots.
Always good to remember.
Yes, the flamethrower might be in the same tier as the fucking mailbox. That does not make them equivalent in terms of power. And of course, this is just my opinion, blah blah blah. Here we go.
Okay. That makes sense. All the stock weapons will go
melee weapons
last.
Being the den of shit. We are starting off with the stock fire axe. Same problems as the bat and the shovel. The axe has bad damage and 0 utility. There's really not much else to say.
You have to the type of game that when you unlock a weapon, it usually almost immediately goes to a new melee.
Lumberjack tool. The volcano fragment does less damage than stock, with its only benefit being afterburn on hit. But just like bleed damage, an extra 8 DPS against these big ass robots is about as useful as gunning down an attack helicopter with pebbles.
Depending on the pebbles.
Typically, speed buffs are fucking awesome in MvM. But when the scout's bat outclasses you in damage, and the speed boost is shorter than any single boost on hit effect in the game, the hot hand struggles to find any use.
Yeah, the hot hand is a meme weapon nowadays.
Maybe the back scratcher has a use on other tours where medic isn't the meta, but in 2 cities, that itch for healing will always be scratched by your team's medic or your NG's life-giving pet rock, aka the dispenser. So nerfing that shit by 75% for a bit more of a boost from a medium medkit you'll almost certainly be hogging the entire game, it's just not worth it at all.
I can definitely agree with that, because as I said on our previous video with soldier weapon ranking, healing is not a problem in MvM. There will always usually be a medic, there will always usually be a dispenser. You will know the places to get medkits in the map because you'll be playing there for the next 30 minutes to an hour depending on your team. So yeah, if you're taking a weapon because it will help you preserve health or to gain more health, it's not worth it. Unless it's like we saw in the soldier video, it's a weapon that will slow your regen so the medic can maybe farm Uber. But that's a topic for maybe another weapon in this video. Let's go.
This weapon has 2 niches, and both of them are so uncommon that it basically doesn't fucking matter. The Neon Annihilator lets you crit robots that are doused in piss or milk, and lets you remove sappers with 2 swings. You could maybe
I did not know that the Neon Killer could do that.
And your scout prematurely throws his milk. And maybe you could save a sentry if your team's NG gets backstabbed, but you have a higher chance of getting an Aussie, than ever having both of those things happen in a single wave. And both of those specific niches have better weapons coming up. This is the Man Melter with maximum upgraded firing
I never used
speed.
it.
No, not default firing speed. Maximum upgraded
Terrible.
firing speed.
Terrible. No comments
Shotguns,
needed.
all of them. They were D tier for the soldier, and it's the same shit, different toilet. Shotguns do all of their damage at close range, but so do all your flamethrowers. So there's pretty much no point to ever use them. At least Pyro can Hadouken taunt kill with it, but that's not enough to put them any higher. The Home Wrecker can save your NG's buildings from being sapped if you're on a team where turning around is a foreign concept. But other than that, it has pretty much no use whatsoever. Like, I could barely get any footage of this ever saving a building, since it basically does not happen ever on good teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of
But
spams.
on bad teams, it's fine, I guess.
Yeah, but still considering the fact that if it came to a point that your NG is dead and the build is being sapped, soon enough it will be destroyed. There are so many spam classes in MvM. There are so many different waves of robots that will instantly kill a sentry or maybe a dispenser if someone does not attend to. So yeah, I would put it in D tier, just because that in a good team you will never use it, and on a bad team, you would not even need it, because the sentries or the buildings would go down before you could actually help them most of the time. But since it's on the terms that Weezy put it, yeah, maybe C tier is not so bad, but I would put it in D tier.
The Extinguisher isn't terrible, but it just acts as one big redundancy in Pyro's kit, because the Flamethrower will almost always do more damage at close range, no matter what. But it can work as a last resort medic killer, provided you get the right setup and the speed boost actually helps, unlike the Hot Hand. So, not terrible, just
I
not
wonder
that
in
good.
which position is gonna be that one melee for Pyro, that if you hit the main healing target of a robot, it will also do damage to the medic. You guys know which weapon I am talking about, but I do not remember the name.
Oh, fuck. The Scorch Shot is
Ooh,
a completely
look at that spam
dog shit
weapon.
weapon offensively. If you're an experienced MvM player, you'll know exactly why this weapon is a pain in the dick. Knockback is fucking annoying. It messes up your demo sticky traps, it makes the heavy have to aim upwards to hit all of his shots, and if you're not getting vote-kicked by your team's sniper, then you're dodging more bullets than the robots that you're
Oh yeah,
knocking
that's the weapon, the one
air.
that he was
But what
using right
saves it
here.
from-
Look,
Then you're dodging more bullets
this one is the one I think it's in first for melees.
than the robots that you're knocking into the air. But what saves it from D tier is, as a mobility tool, it's actually pretty good, and can help Pyro make some jumps faster. But if you're actually trying to use the Scorch Shot as an attack weapon, you need help.
Yeah, but can't you actually, for 2 cities, can't you actually be able to push the robots into the pit? I've seen some videos that they can do that. Can't you do that as a solo Pyro if your team is helping?
And now here's a flare gun you can actually shoot without being called racial slurs over the mic. The normal flare gun is fine at getting bits of residual damage from a distance in situations where it's not safe to charge in with your flamethrower. But there are more useful secondaries with more beneficial effects, so the flare gun sits in C tier. The Degreaser is the worst flamethrower in the game for MvM, and is a straight up downgrade from the stock. Faster weapon switch doesn't really mean shit when combo Pyro isn't remotely close to viable in MvM. So all you really get is the reduced afterburn damage and increased air blast cost. And I know both of those nerfs don't really matter that much, but it's enough to knock it down a tier. It does let you spam gas more easily though, which, depending on who you ask, could be a good thing or a terrible thing.
Oh, that's the weapon, the third
degree
degree
acts
that I
as
was talking
Pyro's
before.
Plan B if he blows his gas load too early. Because this thing crits like a fucking super luck Farfetch,
Just like
and
the
Pyro
Jagger.
normally has at least one Uber canteen on him, it's not that bad as a last resort option for killing Uber medics. Most Pyro melees suck ass, so this one having an actual common use makes it pretty decent.
Oh, I even forgot about the
Thermal Thruster
backpack,
is
the
a
thermal
good mobility
thruster.
tool held back by its slow startup and stun upgrade not being in by default. It allows you to get behind robots and fuck them in the ass without being aggroed like you normally would. There's also all the same benefits you would get from a normal sticky jump of being able to get to the front lines faster and retreat more safely, so it's alright.
Also, no damage to be able to jump.
Still on the Pyro mobility train, next up we have the best flare
I
gun
think we're
in
getting
the
close.
game,
Will I be
the
right? I
Detonate.
think I'm gonna be right
Although
on
it's
this
not as
one.
mobile as the jetpack, being able to consistently and quickly jump from the bottom to the top floor of Manhattan is such a good thing. You can also do this with the rocks on Rottenburg and the right cliffside with very strict timing, but I find the Manhattan one has the bigger quality of life to it. You can also use it to jump on the heads of robots and cancel your Flog's taunts, allowing for more crit DPS with free invincibility. It has a lot of common
He
uses
is already
and works
mentioning
well in
the combo with
context of
Flog,
the kit.
so Flog I think it will be in S tier.
It's common to look at the stock flamethrower and associate it with the PTSD every high tour gets from watching clown after clown spam the fuck out of Air Blast, but I think we need to look at the weapon detached from that reality. Even though it loses to other options on sustained long-term DPS, stock has the second best crowd control of all the flamethrowers, and is the only flamethrower in the game to not have an Air Blast nerf. And me saying that is not carte blanche to keep air blasting the Sentry Buster away from the NG, you fucking mongoloids. Sorry, that's the PTSD coming out. Stock is fine.
Oh,
Hey, remember
Dragon's
when
Fury.
this thing was fucking broken on launch and Valve actually nerfed it to the point where it wasn't overpowered? I guess 1 out of 2 ain't bad. But the Dragon's Fury in its current state is kind of the reverse of the stock.
Oh, I think I was right.
It has very high sustained DPS thanks to its faster firing speed on hit, but it suffers more in the realm of crowd control. Not only because you have to actually aim your shots, but also because you're never really getting the firing speed buff because robots usually die too fast to get a second hit in. But for what it's worth, it's a pretty decent flamethrower. In
Oh,
terms of
Backburner. I
Pyro's
thought it was
best
already
damage and
here.
flamethrowers,
Oh,
I
I
think
must
this
be-
one is the runner-up,
I must be
and
slipping.
probably the top contender on Manhattan, thanks to how easy it is to obstruct the robot's aggro. Even
Can
though
we
the crits
understand
from the
this
back
point?
are a little inconsistent, you'll take what you can get with a fucking 300% damage boost. As a general rule, if a robot is ever aggroed onto somebody other than you for an extended period of time, you're going straight to Crit City. I mean, Pyro just ends up farming so hard if he can bounce off his team in that fashion. The only problem is that actually achieving this, specifically on Rottenburg, isn't all that consistent. And it being tied for being the worst flamethrower on tanks doesn't help in that aspect. There's also the Air Blast nerf, but you shouldn't really care about that.
Yep,
So,
we are going all
amazing on
WM1
Manhattan,
on that
but
one.
just good on Rottenburg. And that makes it not broken enough to be the best flamethrower.
Oh, this way. The power
How
jack,
is-
that's the name. I was right on this. Is this the best weapon, melee? I think we got all of them straight, if I'm correct on this one.
Jack is very easy to understand as to why it's an S tier weapon. It's the only melee weapon for Pyro that transcends a niche use in favor of general utility. 15% extra movement speed whenever you're holding the weapon out does all the good movement speed things. It makes it faster to get back in and fight, makes it faster to get in position for certain robots, makes it faster to retreat for health. Everything you do is faster. And yeah, you take 20% more damage while holding it, but the big weakness of being able to get quickscoped or body shot by a sniper and die doesn't really exist in MvM, so this weakness is much easier to manage. I want you guys to put this thing on and count how many times you'll switch to it during each mission. That number will be more than what you can count on one hand, and that can't be said for any of Pyro's other melees.
So I was right. I was right on this one too.
Okay,
Come on,
so,
let's talk
I know
about
a
it.
lot of people find this weapon contentious.
I still don't get why people hate the gas pass so much. Is it because it makes the game easier? It's just so stupid. I don't remember the name of the website, but there is a website where they are like making a giant list of MvM plays to tell you who to play, who to not play, who's a bad player in their perspective, which for me is just stupid. You know, I don't get why it has so much hate. It's just weird.
And I'm not one to say that reputation isn't entirely unearned. It's MvM's most powerful weapon. But
Yes.
this is a tier list based off a weapon's effectiveness. Not fun factor, not health for the game, just purely based on how good the weapon is. And just like the beggars, I have a whole in-depth video on the gas passer
Nice.
in the works. but let's rapid fire some of its best features for the sake of the tier list. It's insanely cheap to upgrade at 400 credits, it one-shots any group of small robots in the game, it lingers on the ground afterwards so even more robots get caught in the blast, it can be used at long range, it can be used at close range, it can kill Ubermen, it's unaffected by physical resistances, it has a recharge upgrade, it can be farmed off of tanks, and is completely spammable if the Pyro knows where to position himself. That is a lot of benefits. Probably too much. Definitely too much. And I know a lot of people don't like it, but there's no getting around it. Pound for pound, the Gas Passer demolishes every other secondary with just how potent it really is.
And the
flog. As if we couldn't get any more monkey brain. The best flamethrower in the game is the flog. Sure, you can't air blast. But as I've mentioned, Air Blast is
kind of broken in MvM, you know? It's easier for you to just hold down M1 and be more effective.
Tanks and giants, and doesn't rely on good team cohesion like the Backburner does in order to receive its crits.
When I play Pyro in MvM, I just turn my monkey brain off and I just go. I just go with it.
The flog cancels.
But it's so rare for me to play Pyro.
A little bit, but you can effectively get half of a crit and half of an Uber Canteen simultaneously by using the flog taunt on a robot's head, which is pretty easy to set up, especially with jump height upgrades. I still think the Backburner has the edge on Manhattan, but I think the benefits of the flog, especially on Rottenburg, make it the better of the two.
Yeah, because you can position yourself anywhere. I was right! On every single one of them this time, on the top for each slot, I was right.
I have a shitload of videos in the works, and I hope you'll stick around to see them. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya.
See ya, Wheezy. Okay, let's see the meme of today. Come on, show us, Wheezy.
Dude, there's no way.
The server went down.
Come on, please. Please.
Oh, he's back.
Holy fuck, Valve. Why do you suck so much?
Valve, why do you suck so much? Let me put it back in a cool picture for us. I think it was around here.
Just how potent it really is.
So guys, I was right. Pyro is a very simple class, even to a casual player like me, to be able to remember which one are the best weapons for Pyro. Especially the flog. In a game where you will not always have to be like with your mind set to like, oh, I need to fight these robots like they were expert players. No, they are robots. So sometimes simple tactics and simple weapons that are very straightforward, they work. The Gas Passer is completely amazing to use it on the game. It's very broken on that, you know, but it's just like the way that the weapon is. Maybe it deserves a nerf, considering everything that we were told by Wheezy. Perhaps. But you should not bully someone just because they're using a very effective weapon on the game. The flog, amazing weapon against robots. I don't remember ever trying to use air blast, maybe on more specific robots, but when we're considering all-time utility, you know, weapons that can be used all the time, the flog really takes the cake on that. It has a more use compared to other weapons that can air blast. And those crits basically all the time, that's beautiful. And the power jack. That's the go-to weapon for Pyros. If you're not trying to go for the melee combos to be able to do more damage like with the extinguisher, the power jack is the weapon for you. You will be able to run faster, you will get to robots faster, you will be able to move around faster, you will waste less time on preparation faster. It's a simple math to me. So guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. This is the second video coming out today. The first one was to Sniper Now Last episode 3. So I really hope that you guys can give a like to the original video, link down to the description. Maybe you guys can give a like on this video, subscribe, maybe visit our live streams that happen every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. They happen on both Twitch and on this channel on YouTube. So I hope to see you guys there. I hope to also be able to stick with you guys for a very long time. You know, I did a few changes, I'm testing new things, so stick with me on this one. If you guys don't like the changes, I will go back to the old format about putting the videos on Premiere. But until then, I hope to get some feedback from you guys. Leave it on the comments or on the Discord, leave a link down below. I will hear it. Thanks so much for coming. Thanks so much for staying. I hope to see you guys next time, and Until said next time. Bye. See ya.